dear children, good morning. Welcome to online classes of Standard 6 subject Social Science. So lastly we have discussed about the types of motion of the earth, that is rotation and revolution, right? And also we have studied about the equinox and that Dakshinayam and Uttarayam. Okay, now we'll see with our activity. See figure 9.12 and write answer. What will be the length of the day and the night on December 22? So, we have seen in the figure what was the length of the day and night on December 22. So, let's see the figure. You take out your textbook and see in the figure, and this is your homework. You have to find and write what is the length of the day and night on December 22 first. And second, what is the speciality of March 21st and September 23rd? This both are the homework for you, okay? You be ready with the answer in next lecture. We'll just discuss it. See figure, you will get answer only. That first one I think you have to find, okay? That you search it and you find it, what the answer is. Then I will tell you, okay? Now moving to seasons. As the earth is tilted on its axis, it is there on its axis only. One by one, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere come in front of sun. So we have seen in the figure, sometime northern hemisphere will be there, sometime southern hemisphere. Like this, rotation is continuously going on. The rays of sun fall straight on north and south of equator. So in that figure, see here it can be little bit seen. That sun is there, you have seen no here. So what, the rays of it will fall on directly to the northern sometime or southern. Thus there is a difference in a day and night. In the areas where sunshine is for longer time, they experience summer. So now what happens? Sometimes earth revolution on its axis. Sometimes southern part get more heat. So what? There summer will be there. And that part little bit not heat is there. So there excessive cold or sometimes not between. So there is wind monsoon. Right? In the areas where sunshine is longer time, they experience summer, whereas the area the number is for shorter time, they experience winter. Season directly affects human life. So like this, it affect earth, affect to the season, and it always affect to our human life. Okay? Now activity. With the help of a globe, find out which season will be there in the following countries when it is summer in India. So here it is not possible to show you globe. So what? This is for your homework. You find and search it and write it. Okay? In next lecture I will show you a map. From that I will discuss that how this season will be shown. Okay? Then America, suppose now till winter is there. So what is there in India? And if India summer is there, what is there in America? Like that you have to find. This activity both is for your homework, okay? Now moving to Uttarayan. The direct rays of the sun begins to fall towards north of equator. Thus, northern solstice occurs on 22 December. So what in Uttarayan we have seen in the figure that the directly rays of the sun are falling on the north of the equator. So that is considered as an Uttarayan. Thus, northern solstice occurs on 22 December. So, what? Directly sun is falling. So, it is occurring on 22 December. Sun enters Makar Rashi on 14 January. So, before that sun is in different Rashi, then on 14th date, it will enter into the Makar Rashi. So, it is called as Makar Sankranti. Okay, so every festival has its own importance. So, why this festival is important? This festival is important for not only kite flying, some different reason is also there. Now, what? That in this day, the sun rays are directly fallen to the northern solstice, right? Occurs on 22 December. Then it is in 22 December. But the sun enters into the Makar Rashi on 14 January. So, it is known as Makar Sankranti. Now this picture I will show you, okay, afterwards. Now Dakshinayam. From 22 June, the direct rays of the sun shift from Tropic of Cancer toward the south of equator. It is called Dakshinayam. Now, first we have seen Uttarayan. Now that is Dakshinayam. Means what? From 22 June, the direct rays of the sun shift from Tropic of Cancer. Means before that what? The rays are on a Tropic of Cancer. Now after 22 June, it will transfer to the south of equator. So it is known as Dakshinayam. So when it is changing its direction to Tropic of Cancer, it is known as Dakshinayam. So here what about the different words like that? If sun is transferring from south to north, then also something different. From north to south, from Tropic of Cancer, from Tropic of Capricorn, every situation is observed here. Now equinox. Sun and the equator intersect each other twice in a year. Now, sun and equator both will intersect at the between point, at which twice in a year. In a year, twice, this both are intersect. The intersection is called equinox. So both the intersection is called equinox. During equinox, sun moves toward the northern hemisphere. So from 22 March, so remember this, that during equinox sun moves towards northern hemisphere. So from 22 March, length of days increases and the night becomes short. So now this is also one observation, another thing, equinox. It is always be there on the northern side. Then after 22 day, in summer we can like see, in summer it is only there. So we can say that the days are increases and night becomes short. Then on 21st June, longest day and shortest night is experienced in the northern hemisphere. When it is shifting to another part, what will happen? Here date is given on 21st June, right? Longest day is there. This is the things that you have to remember. Longest day and night are the short. As the sun moves towards southern hemisphere, so sun is moving from northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere. So what became day become long, day become short, day become very long and night become very short, because it is transferring from northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere. From 24th September, length of the day start increasing and the night becomes shorter. Then again what happened after 24th September? The length of the day increases and night are short. On 22 December, days are longest and nights are shortest in the southern hemisphere. Then this same, it is occurring on 22 December. Like that on 21st. What happened? Days are longest and the nights are shortest in southern hemisphere. During the year, on 21st March and 23rd September, sun rays fall straight on equator, because of which nights and days are equal. It is called equinox. So here too many things is given, but in short, equinox is day length and night length both are similar. No one is tall or no one is shortened, right? So it is this portion is known as equinox. But still we have to remember like this. We have to remember some dates. So how you remember? 22 April, the length of day increases and night becomes shorter. So this is summer season, you can say. First, second, 21st June is the longest day and nights are short. Second point you have to remember in this. Third, on 24th September, length of day start increases. Then again 24 days are long and nights are short. Okay, and 22 December, days are longest and nights are shortest. So in through this, many much thing is there to read and understand in equinox. So read it one time, okay? And speciality I have given to find out 21st and September 23rd, that you find it, okay? Now leap year. What is called leap year? So we have seen that leap year means it is coming for year, right? 4 times. After 3 years or 4 years, it will come one time, okay? So now let's see what is leap year. Since 1 year of the earth is 365 days and 6 hours, so how earth is complete its rotation? See, earth is there, it completes its rotation around the sun. So it is Earth, like that, around Sun. It is Sun. It completes its rotation around 365 days and 6 hours. It will take to complete its rotation around Sun. But it is difficult to calculate 1/4 of the day. Then every year 6 years will be taken. Then how will calculate the 1/4 of the day, right? So we cannot count year as having 365 days. So means 1 year 365 days, 6 hour. But the next day will be 6 years taken from it. Then half year only we have to count it. Like that we cannot count na 364.6 days a year, right? So what happened? We are taking 365 days as a year. In order to compensate, remaining 6 hours are added to the month of February every 4 years. That is, February has 29 days in place of 28 days. We call that your leap year. So what happened? 6 years we are taking, right? So after every we added month of, so how it is written? So after 6 years, one time 6 years, like 12, 6, like that, 14, 24. So we are adding 1 day extra after 4 years on every next 5th year. So what? At that day, February 29 is there. So we call it as a leap year. So if someone is asking that what is leap year, you should tell like that. In 1 year, 365.6, a sun, Earth take rotation around Sun at 365 years a day and 6 hours extra. So how can we count 4th part? So what happened? We are taking 365 days as a 1 year and the remaining 6 hours, like that, multiple of 4. 6 into 4, 24, right? So what we are taking 24 hours a day. So total 24. So what we are doing after every 4 years, we are adding this 24 hour as an extra day on February month, because that only month is there which is having 28 days. So we can add it. So 29 date will become after every 4 years. So this is the logic behind the leap year. Okay. So I hope you all understand this. Now activity. With the help of your teacher, learn the details about how the leap year is calculated. So I have already told the 365, right? It is taking 365 hours and 6 hours. So now we are calculating 365 as a 1 year. 6 hours is there after every 5 years, 4. So how it is become 24. So 1 day will add extra to February month. So 28 plus 1, it is 29. And in 1 day, how many hours is there? 24 hours. So like this, leap year is counted. Okay. So up to now, we'll keep our lecture. I hope you all understand it. This is very much interesting topic. Okay, and this both homework you have to find. Thank you, children.